This is some scary shit.
Let's talk about this. If you are someone who can easily manifest, sometimes it can be really, really scary. And I think we should talk about this more. I happen to be someone who can easily manifest. I don't even really have to try. I can literally say it. I can think about it. I can put it in front of me like a picture, and that shit just be popping off. Okay. And I have to be honest, like there are times that I get so afraid of it that I think over the years, I know over the years, I've done a lot of self-sabotaging because of the fear of what I know my life could be or what I create for myself. When I was younger, I didn't have this fear. When things would pop up and happen that I kind of like envisioned for myself, I would lean into it. But I think at some point in my life, I got afraid, and then I also feel like I felt a lot of guilt around it for the things that I could easily manifest. I think there was some shame around it. I think maybe a reflection of my environment and some things around my upbringing. But now I sit in it. There are times still today that I struggle with a little self-sabotaging because it's so scary. Like, let me give you an example. One day I was talking to someone and I was like, hey, I just want people just like to do stuff for me. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to lift anything. I just want just people just do everything for me. This was in the morning. I completely forgot about the conversation. That afternoon, I went to the store and I kid you not, there was like 3-4 people coming up. Oh, you want me to carry this for you? Do you want me to carry this? You want me to put this in the car? You want me to pay for this for you? And I'm like, I'm like in the store going, oh, like that. Like, I kid you not, it bombards me. And I've had this conversation with people before of how it comes out of nowhere and it just hits me. I had another situation not too long ago where I wanted to make more money. And when I kid you not, I was sitting on my couch and it was like, deposit. And it wasn't even like little bits of money. Like I was sitting on the phone with a friend. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just coming out of nowhere, literally out of nowhere. Like it's interesting. But I wanted to stitch this video because this is fact. And you really have to be careful what you ask for or what you're wanting or what you're trying to manifest in your life, because that stuff will come out of nowhere. Let me share with you one thing that I've shifted around manifesting that gives me more peace around manifesting. I don't necessarily manifest things per se. Like, I want a new pen. Like, you know what I mean? I don't necessarily say I want a new pen. What I'll say is I want to write very smoothly and very comfortably for the rest of my days. And I want to have a pen that I enjoy, that feels good to my soul, that brings me peace, that is always available to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, because if I manifest this pen, I may not necessarily like the way this pen writes. This pen may not have enough ink in it. But if I manifest and focus on how I want this pen to be, to feel, to show up, to how it impacts my life, then that is there's more rest into that. There's more peace into that. There's no regret around that. You want to actually experience what it is that you ask for. And this is a mistake that I made for many years. I would always have my eye on the outcome versus the actual experience of the process and what it is that I am wanting. Let me give you another example. I wanted a new car, a luxury car. And so I had the picture of the car on my vision board and I knew it was coming. I was like, okay, I'm just put it up there. It'll pop up at some point. But what I realized when I started to drive certain cars, or even the car that I had on the board, I didn't like the car. And I was like, whoa, I'm asking for something I don't even really know I'm going to like, but instead focusing on how I want to feel around driving a luxury car so that car that provides that type of feeling comes forward for me. I had to learn this, and my actual business coach helped me lean into this and kind of open up to this. And it brings me so much more peace, and it brings me so much more confidence around the decisions that I make around manifesting and creating a life that I actually want to live. So there's some extra points there, just sharing this. I happen to be someone who can easily manifest. It can be scary, very, very scary. But when you're able and you know how to manifest correctly, it can be a very enjoyable experience. So there you have it. Thank you for posting this video.